and I've already created my project as well. Let's go ahead and let's do some editing. I'm going to show you some keyboard shortcuts that I use, and it's going to be cool. I have an existing project. Actually, it's going to be Monday's video that I'm going to be releasing, the shortcuts demo. And I already have added my footage, and I've edited actually most of it. But what I haven't edited is my outro. And so what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to edit this outro. So typically, obviously, I would start from the beginning. And since I've already had my media imported, my projects created, my libraries, my events created. And so what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to actually start by pressing spacebar. And pressing spacebar simply plays the media. So let me demonstrate for you. Three, two, one. I heard my 3, 2, 1. And what that is that is my cue to say, hey, start recording. And it's kind of an audio cue that I use. Now, everyone can use different things, and I actually got this idea from Michael Doise and Jason Earls, which, by the way, folks, I am 3, 2, 1. By the way, I got that idea from Michael Doise and Jason Earls on the IA Cast, so y'all should go check them out. Link will be in the description below. So what I'm going to do is I heard that 3, 2, 1, and I heard a lot of silence. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. But before I get rid of it, I need to know how to go back. So let's say I have that silence, and I want to go back to trim it. I can do a few things. I can press J, which will rewind, and the more times you press it, the faster it will go. I can press Shift left arrow, which will move back by 10 frames. I can press left arrow, which will move back by 1 frame, almost like 1 second. Those are some ways that I can navigate. In this case, what I think would actually be easier is to press Shift left arrow. So I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate. The reason is I can listen for when I end that previous scene, and I can be able to hear the silence, and that's when I know that I want to get rid of some of this nonsense here. Okay, I heard the very end, so I'm going to press I, and I will simply select the range.
Set range start.
Now what I'll typically do is if there's a big portion I want to select, I'll press L. Like J, L will make it so that the faster you select, meaning the more times you play, the more rapid the selection process becomes. So let me show you. So L once, L twice, L 3 times. 3, 2, 1. And you could hear the 3, 2, 1, and it was really, really fast like a robot. Now, I probably missed my selection because obviously I didn't get after the 1. So then I would use my Shift left arrow to get back to where I need to be.
Frame.
And then if I'm really going fine grained, like I want to make sure that I'm right after the 1, I can press left and right arrow until I hear the 1, and then I can press O to end my selection.
Frame.
I'm going to press O.
Set range end.
I can simply press slash to play my selection. Twice. 3, 2, 1. That is wonderful, folks. I heard 3, 2, 1, and I'm going to simply press backspace.
Delete.
Then what I like to do is I like to go back a couple frames. So what I do is I press Shift left arrow, usually 3 times or so, and I listen to make sure that I didn't mess something up epically so I can get a little bit of context. I'm going to leave a little bit more silence.
Play.
This has been another, there we go, Taylor's Teardowns episode. I'm super excited that you guys enjoyed the shortcuts demo today. I have a couple announcements that I'd like to make real quick at the end. So we're in the process. Okay, so all this sounds good. So I'm simply going to press L a bunch of times so I don't have to hear all this. So changing membership donation platforms. We were using Patreon, but Patreon started taking 50 to 60% of my revenue. So we are in a custom system now, and you can actually go to our new website, taystechtalks.com. And that is our new website. From now on, we changed the channels. So I heard, and a lot of the uhs and uhs, I try not to get rid of unless they are really big. Because the thing with video is that you don't want to skip frames. So what I try to do is I try to get rid of the ums and uhs that make the most impact. But let me show you what I generally do for these ums and uhs. So I heard one, right? My little skimming there. And if I press Shift left arrow, I can kind of hear by word, almost like if I was editing Microsoft Word.
Play.
And that is... I heard
Setting start. Frame.
And then I left arrow that's too far, so then I press left arrow.
Frame. 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 Frame.
And this one isn't gonna work really because look, it says and it's really, really, really close together. So that's not actually gonna work, but I'll just show you what happens and you can kind of hear what happens when it's unnatural.
Frame. 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 Frame.
See? So
Delete.
to
Play.
our new website, Tay's Tech Talk.
Play.
That doesn't really sound like right. So I wouldn't get rid of that. It doesn't really sound all that natural. So I want to get rid of things that would make the most impact. I don't want to get rid of things that would make it less enjoyable. Meaning I don't want to make it I don't want to get rid of things that would make it not as natural, and I want my videos to flow. So let's do another example. So if I mess up completely, then what I'll do is I'll start back in and I'll do a 3, 2, 1 countdown. It is in the works, but it is in the works, but it will definitely be available for you. See, I stumbled, so let's see if I can get rid of that.
Play. Play. Play.
It is in the works, but
frame. Frame.
I heard some silence. So I and then L twice. It is in the works, but
play.
It is in the
play. Frame.
Silence. Delete. Shift left arrow and
play.
Register today. It is in the works, but it will definitely be available for you to take advantage of. And with that, folks, I am out, and I will talk to you guys next week. Okay, so then what I do is I find the end of my video, and I press Option right bracket to trim the rest of that stuff off.
Trim end.
And that will trim the end. So anything back by your cursor, let me try that again. So anything that is beyond your cursor point right now would get trimmed off. Same with Shift left bracket, that would trim the beginning as well. So it's a really nice keyboard shortcut. It's a really nice shortcut that y'all can use to get rid of the beginnings and ends of your recordings. So that has been a simple basic editing procedure. I've got some other things that I do, but that's going to be for another video when I talk about post-production. I have 2 steps that I generally follow for my video workflow. I've got editing and I also have post-production, which we'll talk about next time. This has been another Final Cut Friday. I'm super excited that you guys have stayed towards the end. I got a couple announcements to make. One thing is that we have our donation platform. So Patreon has been graciously not taking 50 to 60% of my revenue for my sales, for my donations. And I kind of got sick of it. So I've created my own platform at taystechtalks.net. That's right, folks. taystechtalks.net is a thing. So just like our channel, we've got a website called taystechtalks.net. And you can go ahead and register for a membership. We still have our tiers. So $1 community Discord, $3 you'll get access to our course previews. So how this is going to work is anytime I produce a course on tacourses.net, which you guys should go check out, I will put the first lesson available for you guys to download and to get access to of any of the courses that I produce. And you'll get that for free by paying $3 a month. And our $5 a month tier is our VIP tier where you guys can come up on stream with me at the VIP segment. Those are our tiers today, and that is going to be working great. So go ahead, check out taytechtalks.com. It's really awesome, as well as tacourses.net. And with that, folks, that's going to do it for today. And be sure to watch out. I've got another video coming out probably this weekend. I'm going to be on my friend Michael Doey's channel doing an unboxing of the Apple Watch Series 7. So feel free to go check that out as well. That is at Techopolis. Description will have the link. And with that, I will talk to you guys all later.
Zoom.us. Finder. Calendar. 3 items. Zoom.us. 1 item.